So in this video today, I will be showing you how to get a really summery, bronzy look, and I will also be giving you some tips and tricks on how to make your makeup last longer in the summer heat. Now, some of these you should already be doing every day in your makeup routine. I know sometimes it's not possible if you're just quickly flying out the door for work or school, but these tips and tricks will really help your makeup last longer. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to obviously kind of wash and just prepare your face for the makeup, so using a really good cleanser and a moisturiser that is suitable to your skin type. The next thing that you want to do is, again, suitable to your skin type, you want to use a primer. I do have some large pores on my nose, so I like to use a pore filler one, like the Benefit Professional, or even just this NYX pore filler primer, and I'm just going to put that mostly where I need to, so that will just be like down my T-zone, on my chin, and kind of on my cheeks near my nose. And then if your skin type needs it, you can also have another primer just for the rest of the face. Now, for a really hot summery day, a good thing would be to set that primer in place. So just give it a quick spray with a setting spray. If you have dark circles or anywhere you would like to colour correct, now would be the time to do it. However, I'm just going to move straight onto foundation, as I would like the least amount of product on my face. And the foundation that I'm going to be using today is the No. 7 Beautifully Matte Foundation in the shade Calico. Now, this is a full coverage foundation because it is my preference, even in summer, to wear a full coverage foundation. However, a good recommendation would be a light to medium so your skin can breathe in the heat. And I'm going to use a beauty sponge to press this into the skin, and I'm just going to give myself a light coating of this. I'm not going to put too much on, just a light coating. And I'm really using the sponge to push it into the skin. And I'm going to cover my eyes with that as an eye primer as well. Now that my foundation is all blended out, I'm going to let this foundation have a chance to just dry and just settle on the skin. So while that happens, I'm now going to move on to my brows, and you want a really good brow product that lasts all day. And the product that I would recommend to help it last all day, it doesn't budge, doesn't move, everything, it is perfect. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. And I'm in the shade Medium Brown. For this, I'm going to use the proper Anastasia Beverly Hills brow brush. It's the No. 12 brush. It has got a spoolie on one end and then a flat angled brush on the other. And I'm going to brush through my brows. And then I'm going to take a very little bit of product on my brush, and I'm going to start here, where the kind of lower arch bit is. And this is just a preference of how I do my brows, and I'm just going to lightly fill them in and overfill them a little bit. You really do want your brows to be light and natural. However, if your preference is, even with no makeup on, to have big bold brows, then you go ahead and you have big bold brows. But I would always recommend using this product. And you want to do light, short strokes. And once you're happy with your brows, we can then go in with a little bit of concealer. I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer just to tidy up underneath and to give the brow bone a natural highlight. And then once you've done that, take a beauty blender and blend that down onto the eyelid and into the foundation that we had there before. Once you've done this, blend out the creases that may have occurred on your foundation on your eyelids and set the foundation and the concealer with some translucent setting powder. I am of course using my trusty RCMA No Colour Powder. Once you have set your eyelids, you can take any golden highlighter or any very light frosty white or golden eyeshadow, and we're just going to take that product with our finger and just place that on our lids. I will be using today the Merry Luminizer by the BAM, which is this lovely golden highlighter here. Like I say, I'm just going to get some on my finger and just place this on my eyelid. This will help just open up the eyes and give a nice shimmer when the sun hits our face. Now because this is so light, it doesn't really need blending out with any eyeshadows or transition shades. You can just blend it out with your finger as you apply. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of black eyeshadow. I am going to be using the NYX Single Shadow in Raven, and I'm going to take this on an angled liner brush. I'm just going to dip it in lightly and I'm just going to put this on the base of my lower lashes. And this just helps deepen them up. It adds volume and dimension when we apply mascara later on. Going back to our face, I'm going to take more concealer and just apply a little amount under my eyes as a natural highlight. This also covers any freckles or dark circles that you may wish to cover. It just brings a nice brightness to the face. And I'm going to do this down my nose, on my cupid's bow and on my chin. And then I'm going to set that with the RCMA No Colour Powder. Making sure to really press this into the product and the area where you want to set. And then I would take a brush or a beauty blender and making sure to set the entire face. Making sure to dab and press rather than to rub and stroke. Now that we've powdered our face, I'm going to set my brows using the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. And now time for bronzing the face and adding a bit of colour. I'm going to be taking the Cheek Parade palette by Benefit. I'm going to be taking, for my fair skin, Hula Light. Oops. And I'm going to be taking this on a Bare Minerals Flawless Face brush. And then I'm going to take that on my forehead. And on my jawline. If you so wish, you could have taken the normal Hula bronzer instead, or bronze with Hula Light and did a contour with the Hula bronzer. However, I'm sticking to Hula Light even when contouring my nose. And then continuing with this cheek palette, I want to give a soft colour to my cheeks, so I will be taking the Dandelion blush right here. I'm just using a light amount to give a subtle rosy colour to my cheeks. And then for highlight, I'm going to go back into my Mary Luminizer by BABAM, and I will just be taking a very small amount of this product just to give that healthy glow to the face, since we don't have it anymore since we set our face with that matte powder. Now, before moving on to mascara, I like to now set my face because I don't want the mascara to run. And I like to also leave the mascara till the last point so powder and things don't fall onto it. So now, before I move on to mascara, I'm going to set my face using my NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. And this just holds everything in place for longer. You want to start at the very base of your lashes and shimmy the brush as you go up. That way your lashes stay open and fluffy without clumping together in a mess. Again, you don't want to put too much mascara on, as you want to keep this look light and natural. And the more mascara you have on in this heat, even a waterproof mascara, it will have a chance to run onto your face throughout the day. And for lips, I'm going to leave them bare, but I'm going to rub off all the foundation and product that they may already have on. I'm not going to do this with a makeup wipe, however, because the line will then be harsh. I still want that line to be a natural gradient, so I'm just going to use my finger to kind of rub it off but have it still blended together. Now if you so wished you could have worn a gloss, I sometimes do. And this is the finished look, guys. I really hoped that you enjoyed this quick tutorial and that you found my tips and tricks helpful for long lasting makeup in this heat. I'm really impressed with how the Hoola bronzer has turned out, because normally they are far too orangey and dark for my skin, but it's really nice, light and natural, and I really hope that you like this look. Like I say, some of these tips you can use every day. I certainly do, and I do wear this look on a regular basis, so if I'm running late for work I will just quickly shove all this on my face because it's so quick and easy, and with a minimal amount of product. And yeah, this is it, guys, and I hope you have a lovely summer. Bye! In an attempt to try and make myself look more tanned for this video, I've instead just made myself look like an Oompa Loompa or a bloody Watson. This is my normal skin colour. This is the orange. I look like a Watson.